Hi, my name is Dr. Sam Hazledine. I was recently at a GP conference where about 250 GPs attended, and what I found was that some of the GPs were really enjoying themselves, but they were the minority, and there were a lot of GPs who really weren't enjoying themselves, and some who were just in between. So what I wanted to do is put up this quick video blog to share what I think are the key factors that help a GP to really enjoy what they're doing and to really thrive in their work. So one of the things I found, obviously, and from working as a doctor I know this, GPs are under a lot of pressure. And a lot of GPs are quite stressed. You know, some research I did recently found that 87% of doctors are stressed beyond levels that are productive. Now, that means that those doctors are depersonalizing and finding themselves, feeling further and further removed from their patients, like emotionally, and that's causing them to make, increased major medical errors, leading to doctors being the number 3 cause of death. So, we're under a lot of pressure and we're very stressed, and this is causing a lot of problems. So, why are doctors so stressed? Well, some research that I've done in talking to a lot of doctors and actually surveying a bunch of doctors found that there are 3 main reasons for doctors' levels of stress. The first reason is the nature of the work we do. We're dealing with problems, we're presenting complaints. We're dealing with some of the toughest, situations in people's lives. Dealing with death, dealing with, just really difficult situations. And I think that causes a lot of stress. Well, I know that causes a lot of stress. The other reason that we all know about is the hours. Doctors work long hours, and, GPs, work long hours too, because you haven't just got your clinical time, but you've also got, the non-clinical stuff, the running the practice stuff, the stuff involved with running a business. So hours are an issue. But the third thing is something that really, surprised me, I guess. And that was the third reason for stress is relationships with other doctors and the culture of the place people are working in. The relationships with other doctors part I found concerning and not surprising, because how stressed doctors can get around having to refer to people who are trying to bat them off to other people and things. We all have been in those situations, but the culture of the place people are working in, that's something that's quite shocking too. A lot of people are working in places where not that the culture's wrong, but that the culture doesn't fit the person who's working there, the GP who's working in the practice, where the practice's values are different from those of the GP, and that's something that I think GPs have found really difficult. And so ways to thrive involve the converse to these ways that are causing stress. The first way to thrive, I think, is to achieve work-life balance, and that means making sure that you're working so that you have enough hours to go and do the things you love, but making sure that when you do have that time off, that you do spend it doing the things you love. Doing the things that fill you up, that revitalize you. Whether it's going for a run or going for a bike ride or going to the movies with your partner or going out for dinner or dancing, whatever it is. But, doing things that really fill you up. And I think the other way to thrive is to make sure that you're working in a place where you are aligned with the culture, where the values of that practice align with your own values, where the business goals of that practice align with your own personal goals. So you're working in a way that you feel congruent and that you enjoy what you're doing, and you're not feeling torn because you're being asked to do different things. So if you're considering a work change, then I'd encourage you to consider those things. Look at the fit, look at the cultural, the practice, and make sure that that's something that works for you. Make sure that it's in a place, a location where you can do the things you love, because, countless studies have shown that what you do in your time outside of work is absolutely as critical as to what you do in work to make sure that you're filled up, you're revitalized, you're enjoying what you do. Make sure that you're getting the right remuneration. There are practices that you can earn a lot more money in. There are practices where you earn a lot less money in. But you've got to make sure that it's aligned with what you want in your life. Your goals, paying off your mortgage or paying off your student loan or putting your kids through, university, whatever it is, whatever's important to you, make sure you're going to be making the money you need. And consider, both locum and permanent. They both have their positives and negatives, and make sure that you consider that both of them. Locum can offer you that flexibility, it can offer you the freedom, it can offer you good levels of remuneration. Permanent can offer you stability in a single place, and also offer you great remuneration. So consider all those things. As a recruitment company, I encourage my recruiters, and they know this, as well, that, when it comes to GP recruitment, it's about putting the person first. The person is critical. You've got to be, start with the person, find the right culture, find the right location, and make sure that you make the right match, because doctors who enjoy what they're doing, doctors who are happy in their work, make better decisions, they practice better medicine, and they're much more fulfilled. So I hope this has been of some value to you. I enjoy speaking to you, and if we can help with you with anything at MedRecruit, then please don't hesitate to get in touch. We're here to help. Thank you.